like with your own children?
I don't know. They put up with me. They love me. That's kind of nice. I think I've been a bit parental, overly parental at times, but I'm mellowing, and I think they'll forgive me if any times I might have been a little too overly, parentally finger wagging. You start to finger and go, "Oh, that's my dad's finger." Put that away. Yeah, well, my son's in tonight. We could ask him. I think they've put up with me. It must be very difficult to have a transgendered parent. It's because it's not usual. But they're very good about it. I used to, when Joshy was staying with me in London, I put a frock on him. He used to get ready to go out. He would have his mates there, and he never seemed embarrassed. And they certainly didn't seem embarrassed. They go, "Come on, let's have a photograph of you before you go."
Was it something that you'd addressed, or did it just evolve?
I think probably most of the madness comes from the fact that you're not allowed to be yourself at an early age. I think if you let the child go at an early age, I don't think any of the madness would ensue. I think you would just become a kind of part of society. I think it's the repression which causes the insanity and the pain. And I used to beat myself up all the time. I was forever at war with myself, and feeling desperate. And I don't understand that. I suppose it's a bit like becoming gay and saying, waking up and saying, "Oh, stuff it, I'm a gay man. This is what I am by default. Nothing's going to change it. It's not a choice. It's just what we are. And get on with it and be happy."
Except not everyone else accepts the choice.
Then that's a societal problem, then, isn't it? Not yours. There was an Anthony Hopkins line that what other people think of me is none of my business. It's not bad, is it?
But you enjoy you enjoy people enjoying you.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I enjoy enjoying myself, too. I'm a happy person now. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. And I love it. And if people don't like it, then, I've had friends, I have said there is a fine line between exotic and pathetic. And I said, "You will tell me when I cross it." And he said, "Tell you when you cross it. I'll tell you when you're fucking approaching it, mate." Sorry, that was the F word. I promise not to use that tonight. I've been adopted by a lot of young gay men recently. Nothing salacious, nothing to do with that, but they like my company, and I love their company. It's lots of fun, got lots of party time, lots of quick wit, lots of high intelligence, lots of style, and lots of laughter, and I kind of like that. I like young people around me. I don't like wrinklies. I tried to join the grown-ups once, but I didn't like them. They seem to be so set in their ways, narrow-minded and not open-hearted, and there's little pomposity and they're still kind of like pull your socks up kind of idea. Why do I have to pull my socks up? I like them down, and maturity was never my strong suit. I am actually the victim of an arrested development. There's no doubt about it. I went into therapy on several occasions, but I didn't understand why somebody would be away from their wife and children at 8 o'clock in the evening in a disgusting room listening to me. I thought, you should be at home. If any sane person would be home. Why am I listening to you telling me what to do? Because you should be at home with your wife and kids. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound like sanity to me. Can I sing a song?
Sure.
I wrote this song after I left his surgery one day. I was born to dance for daddy, sing songs of regret, like others play with memories of things they can't forget. But out of change comes further change, and it gets better yet. There has to be a future now, I know I'm not dead yet. I've been round and round in circles in a war of people get, and I've longed to call a ceasefire, but I couldn't take the sweat on my every gone by moment. The sun's already set. There has to be a future now, I know I'm not dead yet. But it was like a siren's call, and it was like a hunger. I was drowning in a house So I told him the next time I went in, I said, I wrote a great song after our last meeting. He went, oh dear, you have to be very careful about that. So I didn't go and see him again.
I mean, one thing that the Rocky Horror Picture Show did for you, of course, is you didn't have to worry about a lot of those mundane things.
It did two things. It stopped me being an actor, which was a shame, I think. But it allowed me to make choices, and staying home was one of those choices. The only great thing about fame is you get a good table in the restaurant. Really, that's the best of it. And money, the greatest joy from money is making choices. I will take this job or I won't take that job, and not pushed into a corner. That was good, and it's put my children through some very good schools. I think I'm the luckiest person on the planet. I think I'm the luckiest man on the planet, quite frankly. I was standing out I got 2.5 acres in Catty. And it was a gorgeous day the other day, and trees have all come up. I got this lovely barn, it looked like an Andrew Wyeth barn, and white post and rail fences around it, and I was standing in this middle of this paddock, and I thought, I must be the luckiest person on the planet. My children love me. I've got this gorgeous place. I'm allowed to be who I am without having to justify myself to anybody. I'm free. How delightful does it get? It can't get any better, can it?
Well, it can do, because we're going to take a very short break, and then we're going to come back, and Richard's going to play some more for us, maybe even a costume change. So thank you. Very nice.
Well, the frock is good. Ooh, my tits are coming out. God.
You feel different in the frock?
Yeah, it's nicer, actually. My mum, she was married to a man, he was 95 when he popped his clogs. And she said, oh, it's dreadful. He has to put his trousers on and his fingers with the buttons and the zippers, and then he has to go to the loo, and it takes him for ages to get his trousers down and get back up again. I said, put him in a frock, Mum. It'll work. It's much easier. Be a wonderful sight, wouldn't it? All our elderly walking around in frocks.